We're here at TR Leger today speaking with instructor Anthony MacKay. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Anthony?
Yes, so my name's Anthony MacKay. I'm 20 years in as a truck and coach technician, Red Seal certified. I'm also a heavy duty vehicle admissions inspector, and I was brought on to teach the commercial vehicle and equipment programs here at the Kemptville campus.
Lovely. So I was looking at your website. It looks like you have 4 different programs in the motive power trades. And the first one that really caught my eye was the pre-apprenticeship program because it allows people to try out the different trades. Can you tell us a little bit about that program?
Absolutely.
Please?
So this program is destined for people who have a slight interest in the trades, trying to get their foot in the door. So they come into the class. We do everything from learning basic tools to actual full level 1 curriculum, but then they complete 3-4 week placements in motive power trades. So 1 in truck and coach, 1 in agricultural equipment, and 1 in heavy equipment.
That's fabulous for people who haven't decided and aren't sure what they want to do, because it allows them to try it out and see what the best fit would be for them.
Absolutely, and these placements are also paid placements.
Oh, even better. So you have a level 1 commercial vehicle and equipment apprenticeship training, focusing on one of those 3 trades. So how does that work?
So the level 1 program is destined for people who are already registered in the trade, working as apprentices. So they come here to complete their level 1 certification from the ministry. So again, we do a common core curriculum for truck and coach, ag, and heavy. So we can have individuals from all 3 motive power trades.
That's great. And so I was looking at the different programs. You have a 12-week hybrid program, and then you have an 8-week micro-credential.
Yes.
So can you explain the difference, like what that would give somebody when they graduate?
So our 12-week hybrid is our level 1 full program, except the theoretical content is completed online on your own time. So individuals can continue working in the trade from Monday till Thursday. They come and do in-class on Fridays and every other Thursday. So rather than having to go off on EI, they can still maintain that income coming in. Whereas our 8-week micro-credential gives the individuals 1 week of in-class learning with me in the shop, where we cover precision measuring, hydraulics and pneumatics and electrical, but then they get a week of step instruction, so job readiness, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Teams, but then they follow that up with a 6-week placement.
And what's the rate of employment for graduates of these programs?
So the 8-week program, we currently have 3 individuals who are working as the trades. 1 person's hired on. Right now, we're still waiting for it to wrap up because it doesn't finish until the 24th of June.
And so when's the best time, anybody who's intrigued by these programs, when's the best time for them to reach out?
Anytime. We have a full page where they send us their contact information and what programs they're interested in, at which point we do a 48-hour turnaround with feedback to them.
And does the program run all year round?
So all of our programs wrap up. They run in the actual school semester from September to June.
Lovely. And is there financial assistance for tuition fees?
So all our programs are free except for our adult level 1 program. So for the registered apprentices, it's the only tuition-based program.
That's amazing. So we are standing in your workspace, classroom space right now. Can you take us around the space and tell us what we can see here? Yeah.
So as we walk through the shop, you're going to see various pieces of equipment. Right behind me is our traction king. So we use this a lot for our fluid power labs and our fuel injection systems. So this is a big piece of equipment, but it's a lot of what we're going to see in the agricultural side. If we progress down further this way, we have a couple of running stand engines. So we have our diesel Kubota 3-cylinder engine. We use this for our fuel systems. We have our Cat C4 running engine. This is what you'd find in a piece of like generators, stationary engines. We have our Duramax as well as our McCormick and our International. So these share the same fuel systems and hydraulics. When we get into fluid power and our fuels, we use these a lot. We have our International bus. So when we get into our electronics and ABS and braking as well as wheel ends, we use it a lot. Over on this side is our stationary engines. So we actually do strip downs on these. So we have our 2011 Cummins ISX with its common rail fuel system, our Max Force 13, and our 2007 Cummins ISX. We use these for valve trains. It's our basic base engines that we work on. Circling back around, our case crawler, much again into our fluid power systems. It utilizes a bunch of different hydraulics that we do pressure tests on, as well as our John Deere. We recently had 11 2-cylinder diesel Kubota engines donated to the program. They share the exact same fuel system that I have to put forth in every level 1 curriculum, as well as our base engines. So we'll be doing 20 students with 2 students per engine, so each group gets their own engine to dismantle. If we move further into here, part of our drivetrains course is single countershaft transmissions. So the 8 and 6 speed is our main piece. We pull these straight down to nothing but gears in the case and reassemble and rebuild and retest. Just behind you is our 2019 International. This was donated by Navistar Las Vegas head office through Rush Truck Centers here in Kemptville. This utilizes our air brake systems, our new fuel systems, and our advanced electrical equipment. So this is what we hook up to with our scanner to do our first diagnostics for ESTs. And if we move further down into the shop, we'll move into our trades practices area, which is where we do all of our fundamentals. So we actually build our own puller tools in our level 1 program, and it's just down this side. So when it comes to our electrical and technical devices, we reached out to Ottawa Fasteners to bring everything up to standards and beyond. So all of our electrical equipment has motor starters, panic buttons, and e-stops. So in the event that if the power goes out and the device is left on, they will not fire back up. Now our industrial machines, so our brake lathe, rod hole, cylinder head machine, and valve grinding machine, they require 100% of our attention. So one student and myself enter the cage and we complete the lessons that way. That way there's 100% of our attention while we're working through it. And we'll circle around to the other side of the bus, which is where we find our rotating engine stands and 2 more standard transmissions, as well as our Oliver. So our Oliver, although it is an older tractor, is still very much something that our agricultural technicians will see in the field, because tractors are around for a very long time and they are reliable. This piece here is something that we've been putting together with the students as we're going, and we're almost near completion. And we have the rest of our transmissions and differentials, our large rotating engine stands, which eventually the engines that we saw previously will be mounted to, our full engines wash machine, and our sandblasting cabinet.
You've got everything you need. Wonderful. So how long has this program been at TR?
So we just started this past May of 2021, where I was brought on. This building itself housed a lot of different pieces, and we brought it back up to what it needs to be. So all of our heating, ventilating, AC, and exhaust extraction fans were brought up to code. We brought technical load arm in to inspect our hoists, as well as all of our lifting devices. So that's something we do annually through the UCDSB board, just to make sure everything is safe and for use in this program, as well as all future programs.
Yes. Lovely. So can you just give me a few ideas what people would do when they graduate from here? What would their titles be?
So if individuals graduating from these programs, you're looking at whether they're going to be level 1 apprentices. Some individuals from pre-apprenticeship may decide not to go down the technician role. They could be parts, service counter, individuals answering the phones with a technological based background. They can be just general shop hands or laborers in the shop.
This sounds like a pretty successful program.
Our CVAP OYAP, which ran last fall, we had 21 students with 21 graduates receiving their level 1 certification.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, well, thank you.